Does dressing your truth really make a difference? Well, if you've seen my video where I'm dressed in all 4 types, I think you can say yes. And if you've not seen that yet, make sure you do. There's a link in the copy. We had some amazing feedback about, wow, there were some really honest opinions, even some women saying, I didn't really think it made a difference. You've proved me wrong. So many of you asked that these ladies also take on this challenge. Are you willing, ladies?
So yeah. This will be so fun.
How are you feeling about it?
Awesome.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to just how it makes me feel different on top of what it does to my looks, but how will it make me feel?
I'm excited to show the results. I feel like there's really a good way to show results, especially when all 4 of us are going to be wearing the exact same outfit, and then you can see it compared to the person who is that type and how much better it looks. I just feel like this is going to be a powerful, results-oriented show. Here we go.
I'm a little curious. It's been so long since we've all been dressing our truth. I don't even own anything that's not type 4.
Yeah.
And I haven't put anything on my body that isn't type 4 in almost 10 years, so it'll be fun to see what I look like.
And feel. That's the interesting thing.
It's the feel, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I will not be joining because I've already done this and I'm hosting this experience with these ladies. So I will stay in this outfit throughout this, but we will start with this out. You're each wearing the outfit the other 3 are going to wear as we do this. So we're going to start with this.
Yes.
I love that on you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited because it's such bright, perfect type 1 colors that I think it's going to be awesome seeing all of them in this perfect bright type 1. So it'll be like, ooh.
Now, lime
Very
green with
exciting.
polka dots. So you ready to get started?
Oh, yeah.
Have some fun.
All right, let's go into the bright animated type 1 energy. As I said earlier, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Feel good now.
Feeling good.
More than anything, it's weird to see 4 women all in the same outfit.
I feel like we're little lemmings. We're like walking around like la 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 la.
You look like a group of minions to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Any opinion on who you think holds it best or least?
Oh, that's such a good question. When I first saw Anne, I was like, not too bad. But then you get closer and you see the makeup on her and you're like, okay, maybe just kidding. And then like, same with Callista, like her hair looks good because she can hold a little bit more volume because of her secondary one. But then again, when you start to come in closer, you're like, okay, I can see now why it's not amazing. So I'm so excited for you to see it.
Well, let's show these other women.
Hi! I seriously just can't stop laughing. It's so funny to me.
What do you notice?
Well, it's just like, there's just, you can't hold the energy, you guys. I'm sorry, you just can't with these colors. I mean, you can totally put on the fun little act, you know, but it's just
well,
a little act.
Callista, even in your effort to be buoyant and light, it's still a little stiff. Sorry.
When I put on this shirt, I looked in the mirror and shrieked, ah! Because I just noticed this red pop into my face, and this just feels very disconnected. And this movement is just not me, and I'm not used to seeing myself like this. I feel like my hair's gone more golden. The red really pops out in my face. Uneven complexion. You guys notice that in yourself?
Yeah, I suddenly was like, oh, I forgot I had freckles, but I see them now. I feel really blotchy, almost like I don't have foundation yet.
You look really drained.
Yeah. Like the color around my eyes feels really, like I see puffiness under my eyes. I see these like blotches around my forehead. All these sunspots are just coming out.
Well, I feel like a clown. Just the polka dots, the brightness, the lightness, it just doesn't really sit well with my, more intense energy. It's just way too light. So
You remind me, the type 1, just the makeup felt like it was laying on top of my face. And it kind of looks the same for you.
Yeah, I can't wait to wash it off.
Yeah, you don't feel congruent with your makeup.
No. If Julia was not sitting here, I'd think, well, these 2 colors, they don't go well together. Or a type 1 really wouldn't wear this. But it looks so good on you. Like, your skin just looks really even complexion, and you hold it. And I feel like there's just total disconnect. I put on the clothes before I took off my type 2 makeup, and that was even worse because it was like, what? Who am I? What am I doing? I feel like if you're not even trying to dress your truth and you end up in a lot of nothings, then there's a lot of inconsistencies and incongruencies as well. And just to be able to like settle into your truth in what you wear is so honoring.
The makeup comment's interesting because so many women wear black eyeliner all the time with everything. And I, like Anne, I changed my clothes before I changed my makeup. And my eyes just looked so weird with my clothes. It just stood out. And even as a type 4, my black eyeliner looked so weird. It just looked so weird with my clothes.
I'm seeing a lot of red in all your faces.
Yeah.
It really just...
I see that, feel that.
So which is interesting. You wouldn't think it would change your complexion so much, but I think that's one of the biggest things we see is how much. So in the process of profiling themselves, we'll often hear type 4 women say, well, I don't have porcelain skin or really, this quality of type 4 skin. I'm like, well, they probably have the wrong thing on.
Yeah.
It's true.
So
my eyes look like I have completely different skin. Completely different.
Yeah. How do you feel?
These colors are starting to feel really bright on me. Like they're draining my energy.
Yeah,
I'm trying to bring more out of me.
Like,
blasted you. That's what I feel. Like these colors are reflecting, and with the makeup and everything, just feels a little overwhelming.
I feel like I'm wearing bright lights. Like,
I expect you all to go skipping out of the room any second here.
No, we're going to crawl out of the room because we are so tired.
Yeah.
So who's ready to move into the subtle, soft energy of type 2?
Not
I know
me.
I am.
Not me.
Oh.
Let's stay in this forever.
No, it's your turn now.
Yeah. Let's move into the soft, subtle, flowing energy of type 2. This is a beautiful outfit on you.
Thank you.
Now, looking at these other 3 women, you'd think no one should ever wear that.
I'm shocked. It is bad. And
It's really bad.
this is the most common type 2, that women either mistype themselves or before they start dressing their truth, they're dressing in a lot of type 2. I think it's what the fashion world
Well, gray is the
supplies
new
us
black. I mean, it's really being promoted right now. Gray is the thing in home decor and clothing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the it color. So gray is the only type that can wear gray is type 2.
And I love gray. You can see I've got a gray cardigan, gray pants, gray boots, gray undertop, a lot of gray going on.
Yeah, this
feels very comfortable.
This would be very trendy right now, I think, for just the gray reference. And then these are very popular, the flowy cardigan. And silver's always kind of been
standard,
the last 20 years been the preferred metal that women are choosing. So, well, let's show our viewers how the other ladies look in the it color gray.
How do you feel? Sarah, this is your secondary. You're a type 3 with a secondary 2.
Well, you would think that I'd feel a little better than I do. But it's just like the energy level's definitely gone way down.
You can feel that. You set.
Feel it here.
I want to take a nap.
Like,
I really feel like I could just
man.
cozy up and take a nap or something.
Yeah, I was like looking in the mirror before coming on set, and I was like, I've got dark circles. I need my that's like, it's like really just the gray is picking up in my skin and making everything look kind of great. And I see that in you as well. It's just like shadows.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's pulling this off.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's really a downer.
Julia looks like she's been deflated. Like
A little bouncy ball, no more.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because when I was in the room getting ready, I pulled out the gray pants and I was like, no, like it was a physical reaction. Like I did not want to put them on. Like I was kind of like, huh. Okay.
Did you dress like this
Let's do
before?
this. Yes, I was the biggest proponent of gray other than black. Like my black was the biggest and then gray was the next. So I totally would have worn an outfit like this before.
Oh,
and
me
silver,
too.
I only had silver.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
I wouldn't have done this kind of makeup. My makeup was more type 4, but I was all gray.
Yeah, I actually wore makeup exactly like this before dressing your truth. Just all the gray tones. And just seeing that back on my face, I was like, oh boy.
I think it's because more of a neutral. You kind of talked about that, Callista.
Neutral.
You wouldn't look at a bold red lipstick or a bold orange blush
No,
and be like,
before
this is
I
my
do.
neutral.
I'm going to wear this orange. It's my neutral blush. No,
Yeah,
you would
no.
like, I'm going to pick that soft, subtle mauve. I think that's what so many people do. When I was putting my makeup on, I looked in the mirror and I was like, I look like someone punched me in the eye.
Do I?
No.
You
You are beautiful. But on me, the gray and the purple blending in just looks
Yeah,
Ew.
they're kind of like
Yeah.
bruisey colors.
Yeah,
right?
it's like I look like brown bruised.
Well, you don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true. Bruce is our
yeah.
type too.
So we have a Bruce shirt on and our Bruce eye makeup.
well, and it doesn't even look like you have that much on. Like it just your type 4 colors hold so much
Yeah.
better on your face. You look so tired.
You all look like you've gained about 10 pounds in this outfit.
Oh
which-
boy.
It's getting those soft type 2 cheeks.
I'm
It's
getting
trying to
jealous.
replicate it.
Yeah.
We had to cut. We stopped. I was just like coughing and yawning, and the energy right now on this set is so whacked out. It is like weird. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you're holding us
I'm
in
holding
here.
it.
Holding
Yeah.
us in here,
Hold
Ian.
this in.
I feel
it's
great.
just-
I feel myself. I feel comfortable. I feel like I've got energy to go do my things.
Well,
and-
I feel comfortable, but I feel like no energy. Like I love to just feel like I can take charge of my day, and while comfortable, it's
Mhm.
not working for me.
No,
Yeah,
you
it
feel like
looks
you want to
like-
go curl up in a ball and
Yeah,
take a
you know
nap.
those like 2
I
minutes
do.
with, like
I'm not even wearing this.
before you're falling asleep, you're like, oh yeah, I'm comfy.
And you don't
And
even
then
know.
you fall asleep. That's where I'm at right now. Like, oh yeah, I'm comfy.
Well, maybe if you're having insomnia, you should all dress
Just-
like a
yes.
type
I'll
2.
just keep a gray robe in my closet for next time I can't sleep.
So
Just
funny.
wrap myself in it.
You'll feel with your secondary too that connection with the comfort level. I
Well,
bet.
absolutely, but comfort looks so much different than this, you know?
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
like comfort for me might be like, may have an element of softness and flow to it, but it's not this drapey and floppy. And
Yeah.
the gray on top of it is just like,
Your hair now, you've stylized your hair more type 2, so
Mhm.
let's just make a comment about that. Again, that it just looks really
Well, I was actually really sad as I was coming out all of my textured spray, like giving it some like balance, and I'm like, oh.
yeah.
looks really flat.
Well,
on
and
the
I was
head.
brushing mine out. And I was like, do people really wear their hair like this?
yeah, it's really super trendy.
Because it's just so soft.
Well, we notice your hair is too strong as well.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the color is way
Yours
too
looks way too bright.
bright.
You see your different
Mhm.
highlights are more distinct.
And she actually looks gray. Like
I
more
feel like
gray.
it's like made
It's
my hair
great.
look really mousy.
It's like
Yeah.
ashy.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
ashy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dirty.
And the
And-
saturation in my hair, I feel like so the contrast is too great.
Mhm.
Yeah,
way
it's
too
like,
great.
well, if we were in the Addams family right now, she'd be Wednesday Adam in black and white. Like, that's what she looks like.
you do.
So,
So who gets the most frumpy designation?
Oh, man.
I don't know if
See?
it's frumpy, but
I think Callista.
I think Callista looks
Callista
I think
just
Callista.
the saddest.
That's a dream.
Who gets the best?
And
Best dressed. And what are you experiencing watching this? I know it's had a big effect on me just being here with them in the wrong energy in their clothing and their style. So, ladies, you ready to switch to type 3? Sarah, you're looking forward to this.
Man, I'm so excited.
Let's see if
Let's
it
do it.
plays, if it's as potent as our type 2 experience. So far, this was much more potent than the type 1. You probably feel so relieved now
Oh,
that you've come
yeah.
out of type 2 and you're back in type 3.
So much better.
Yeah, you're
Definitely.
look great.
Thank you. I feel great.
So these other 3 women, I'm a little bit like, ooh,
I know.
they're scary looking.
It's very intense.
Yeah, it's very intense. Although I think they hold it better than the type 2 because there's more
Sure.
color and they have more contrast.
Yeah.
So
It's still not as good, though.
no, they look like they're
Mm-mm.
really made up.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's been put on.
Yeah.
rawr.
it's a little bit like, ooh, just intense, like gritty.
Yeah.
You can see it in your skin.
That's why we like it.
Yeah, I know.
It works for you.
Nice and textured.
So I've got a secondary type 3, and I feel like looks wise I can like kind of pull it off. I feel like the makeup is really heavy and it doesn't settle well on
You
my
see
face.
a lot of the texture under your. Look at your eyes though.
Mhm.
Look at the lines under your
Oh, yeah.
eyes.
Oh yeah, they're very, very.
Didn't know I had
and
lines.
in their forehead even.
Yeah, I know I do have more texture in my forehead, and it just feels like this is very much sitting on. But even beyond how I look, how I feel is like we were taking some pictures, and I'm like, I feel like I just have to be like more intense and more like, all right, my
Let's have a big cat
foot
fight
plant-
right now.
yeah, my foot plant has to
Rumble.
be more intense. Just not like mean intense, but just like, okay, here I like just that more substantial energy. And I know what that feels like to some degree with my secondary 3, and when I'm even talking faster and louder right
You are,
now.
you're like, yeah.
When I get into that, and I know if if I were to wear this all day, it would feel very uncomfortable as I would try to keep up with the movement of this outfit.
Your hair looks a little bit like you've rat it. It just usually it has a nice flow to it where it looks.
Yeah, I tried to add some texture. I feel like the color even is kind of off.
It doesn't look real healthy right now.
Yeah, it does. It looks more like dry.
Damaged.
Yeah.
It looks like your hair's damaged.
And honestly, all I did from type 2 to type 3 was kinked out a couple edges.
Well, Julie, I'm interested. You're so used to feeling light and fresh.
Yeah.
How's this working for you?
It's kind of interesting because I can see how a lot of type 1s could pop into a different type and be totally fine with it for a little while, because as I was first starting to get dressed in it and put the makeup on, I was like, this really doesn't feel too bad. But it's when I put everything together, like when all the hair came together, I think that's why the 30-day challenge is so important. Because
that's something that
if you're in the wrong type and then you've done all of the components, then you'll know it's not correct.
Yeah.
Because once the hair was finished, I was like, oh yeah, this is way too severe. Where before I was like, not too bad. But then I was like, what? So you have to do all of the components to really be able to fill and sit into your type and be like, hey, it's either correct or it's incorrect.
Well, Calista, type 3 and type 4 energy both have a strong yang quality to it, but still these colors just are not flattering on you.
No, it feels just a little too, like even the richness of the undertone and the gold, I feel a lot of redness in my face. I feel really blotchy. It feels really, it's like heavy and fast at the same time.
Yeah, I feel that heaviness.
So it's like heavy, but like pushing forward, like I would get tired if I had this on for more than a couple hours because like Anne said, I'd feel like I'd have to keep up with that movement. Like, all right, now I got to do this, and now I got to clean the house, and now I've got to organize this and create these reports and do all these things all like the same time. Like I feel so like that dynamic energy is coming out in a very overwhelming kind of way. Like it's pushing its way forward in my body.
Do you feel that energy when you, it's your energy, but like
what's balance?
It's more that if we're not dressed, we've got to be able to move in the things that we wear so we can just feel that freedom of movement. And this empowers us to actually be more grounded so that we're not so pulled out, I would say.
I agree.
You're more balanced. Yeah. I'm noticing your jewelry because we look great in the dirty golds, brass, coppers, these heavy metals that have a more tarnished look. And on us, they kind of have a shine and a dynamic, rich quality. And on you, they just look dirty.
Feels dirty. Shine at my necklace or something.
Especially these earrings with all those harsh angles. It just it doesn't flow well.
And the substantial quality too is very heavy.
And it's funny for me too because with being a type 1, I can wear bright shining gold, but the lines are so severe on this that it's just like too much.
And it's pretty structured.
And looking at you, Sarah, you're just gorgeous. And in the type 1, your beautiful, dynamic, exotic eyes were just like wasn't holding with the makeup, and now they just like balance, like you said, enhances your beauty.
Yeah, I feel much more exotic, sexy. Like I feel confident in this.
What are you feeling? That's the kind of big aha that we think of fashion just as a style and fashion without taking ever into consideration that it has an effect on how we feel, both emotionally and physically. That is a big discovery when you start dressing your truth. And then you might occasionally go back to something you used to wear and you'll go, whoa, I can't pull it off and it doesn't feel right anymore. So we hope that you're feeling the effects of our experiment here, and we'd love to hear it in a comment. Let's move into our type 4 experience with, does dressing your truth make a difference? You've had to wait the longest to come back home.
Yes, I did.
Feels good. You look great.
Halfway through type 3, I was like, it's almost my turn. I was putting my eye makeup on, and I just said to Anne, this is like, feels so good. I'm at home again. Because every other color, as I was putting those eye colors on, it just felt so weird and so foreign and so strange and unnatural. And this just felt like putting myself back on. I just felt so comfortable. It felt right. The colors looked right. I felt like suddenly my skin got its nice, clear, clean porcelain finish back, even though the foundation hadn't changed at all. It was the colors that I was wearing that were bringing out all of those different dark circles or red blotchiness or freckles. And now they've just evened out again and taken on that nice, smooth. appearance.
Well, I can't say that that's the case for our other experts, so let's have them join us.
I feel like I think this is the worst of all the other 3 types for me.
Yeah.
And I feel really like this black is just, I feel really hot right where this black jacket is, just like, I'm going to pass out maybe, so watch for rainbow, but I feel very drained in a way. It just is taking something from me. It's not giving me anything. And gray is like close to black, but gray lifts me and it feels at home.
Well, you
and
can
this feels
even
very
wear
contrary.
charcoal, which
Mhm.
is what we'd call a very washed out black.
Mhm.
But the fact that it's soft and muted, true to your energy.
This is
where
also
this is very stark.
This is also a very stiff garment, and I would
Yeah.
never wear anything that.
Yeah, you don't
stiff.
ever wear anything that
Yeah,
structured.
but it really does feel comfortable on you.
Oh, I love it. I love the structure of the skirt, the heavy weight of the fabric. It feels great.
Mhm.
It's funny you said you felt drained. As soon as I put this on, I felt so energized and I started like going around, cleaning up,
Me
tidying
too.
away, putting things away because I felt myself again and I felt
Mhm.
energized by the black.
Mm-hmm. Now it's interesting to me that you each have the same lip color on, but it looks different on every one of you. It has more of a pop on. Doesn't look at all overstated on you. It looks
Mhm.
overstated on the 3 of you.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
like when I look down this way, I'm like, lips.
Yeah.
It is. It's all I see is this line of red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would notice the red lips, not you first, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
But black is such a, it's a neutral. It's taught as a neutral in the fashion system. It's a go-to color.
Yeah.
We all had it before Dressing Your Truth. How do you feel in the black, Sarah?
Well, I used to think that I was gonna miss my black, but putting it on today, I'm just like, oh,
Uh-huh.
I did not miss this. It's just really heavy and feels very.
Makes our features look very larger than more substantial than they are.
Sure, yeah,
You can even
Yeah.
see the black in your facial
Mhm.
lines
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
yeah. It just picks up into my skin.
It's
Mhm.
like a shadow is cast or
Yeah.
something.
Out of all the types that I tried on today, like as if I were to close my eyes, like this, the weight of this feels more like resembles the type 3
Yeah,
feeling on
yeah.
my body.
Uh-huh.
But then I open my eyes and I'm like, whoa, it's just it feels
Well,
very.
then your hair
stark.
is so extreme.
And my hair. Is
How are we
driving
liking
me
those center
crazy.
parts, ladies?
We couldn't even get it
Hate
centered.
it.
Me and Anne were like
Training
off
your
the
hair.
eyebrow, and everyone's like, "You don't have your part." We're like, "Yeah, we do."
I was in the
It's in the middle.
No,
I was in the mirror and I'm like, no, that's centered. Okay, I think that. I'm like, I don't even know where that's centered.
middle of my
My
head.
face shape does not show that, obviously. But and this is not. You don't always wear your hair down the
this isn't,
middle.
Like type 4s don't have to wear center parts all the time, but we can.
You can.
We can,
and you look
better
great.
than
And
anyone.
it looks and feels great. Whereas with the 3 of you, it's not so great because that bold symmetry is too much.
Yeah, it's probably the thing on me that's bothering me the most. Like
You can feel it without
Ugh.
even seeing it.
yes, it's horrible.
You know that
I want movement in
Seinfeld
my hair.
episode where they have the funky shower head?
Yes,
That's what
it's
you
so-
all remind me of.
No, really. Yes.
They get out of the
Something-
shower, their hair's all flat and
Yes.
droopy. That's what you all look like. I want you to go into your more animated quality of self because that's when it will be really obvious this isn't a match
Well,
for
my
you.
secondary 4 is just like so chill to just be like chill right now. Like I'm just like, yeah, I'm not giving you any animation. I don't feel like it.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Yeah. I'm not listening to nothing you say, and I will sit here like this. But it's funny because I was putting on I had the black on, and I'm putting on the black eyeliner, and I'm like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." Because you're like, I used to wear black all the time.
She was singing, "Hello, black, oh my old friend."
Is it still a
Like-
friend?
Well, it's darkness. It's funny because it really is just like wherever he was when he wrote that song, that's where I felt. I'm just like, solo, hello, darkness, my old friend.
You had a lot of
So-
black prior to
I had
Dressing
so
Your
much
Truth.
black. I had so much black.
And how do you think it looks on you?
Oh, it's not good.
Yeah.
It's really heavy.
Yeah, it is.
And wait, it just feels like it totally pulls you down.
Yeah, and I have like tears streaming out the sides of my eyes right
You
now.
can't
because
take me seriously.
my
right
eyes
now.
are so
Come on.
I'm just saying, it's like you tried really, really
like,
hard to put an
trying
outfit
to make a
together and
point
totally
where-
forgot about your hair.
I
Well, I really tried with the outfit, but didn't have any energy
true.
left for
I
my
didn't.
hair.
I did not. And type 4s can definitely have naturally curly hair, but to go to the extreme, I opted to pull it back to show that really severe
Yes.
lines do not work for me.
Yeah, well, her haircut is for curly hair, so it's like all these weird layers, and we couldn't have her just
We had
wear
to
it down.
pull it back because it was
Type
all
4
over
is like the
place.
best with a sleek line, so they can wear, many type 4s can wear that very sleek line with just all their hair sleekly pulled back. You've done that all the time.
Yeah, lots of times.
Yeah, and it looks really casual and
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
easy
It's
going
my,
on you.
cute look.
Yeah, on me, it just, all of us, it just feels like we tried so hard.
You've had each of the other types that are not you. Which was the least comfortable, the most
least-
that you were at odds with? I'd love to.
Probably type 3, actually. So I ate lunch in the type 3 outfit because that's where we left off. So I had it on for the longest time. And I felt so much anxiety building inside my body with that intense movement of the rush of just the dynamic movement. I don't even know how to explain it all the way. I just felt so much anxiety in it, and I felt tired. And like I said, as soon as I changed into the type 4 outfit, which was the next one, I suddenly felt a burst of energy.
Mhm.
It was
What about
interesting.
you? What about you? Which you feel
The
the
type
most?
2, for sure. It was the one that I had the biggest physical reaction to. Like, I did not want to put on the gray. Taking those pants, I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't. And then with all of the grayed out makeup, it wasn't me. Like, it was the least me.
Yeah, it's the one I had the most physical reaction to as well. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Like, but I
No,
think you're in it, right?
This is it. And honestly, I wish I could portray it more like how I'm feeling physically. If you're talking and I'm just sitting here, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, stay present, stay present. It feels just like my body's working really hard to, I don't know, keep up with this. But I know if I were to stay in this for much longer, it would completely drain me.
Well, we better
And-
wrap this up.
Yeah,
before we
I'm
lose you.
feeling.
Sarah, what
Fall
about
over to the.
It's a hard question for me. I didn't really like any of them. Maybe type 1 because it felt so put on. Type 2, I just felt tired, but I was comfortable. I don't know. I think that they're all kind of, I just felt much more at home in type 3.
Yeah. So you ready to be done? Come back to your true
Yes.
self.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, they'll never. You're gonna look better than ever. I feel that we have once again answered the question: does dressing your truth make a difference? And what would that answer be, ladies?
Yes.
Oh my goodness,
Absolutely.
yes.
How's it feel to be back in your true energy?
Oh, I feel
In
so
your
much
own
better.
style.
I feel like you're at home.
Yeah.
I decided to get that straight hair from that type 4 and put back in my bounce. Like, thank you.
Get your bounce back. Yeah. I just feel settled in, that I don't have to be something that I'm not. I felt so like it was being so forced in the other types.
Mm-hmm. You feel a disconnect.
Well,
that
it
you're
feels like
putting something on.
Yeah, and it feels like a dress up kind of like
Yeah.
it's not me, but this feels like it's me.
Well, there's women waking up every day and they're at odds with their wardrobe. They're looking in the mirror, not liking what they see. They're spending a lot of money that doesn't give the return and value to really honor who they are. We don't do that anymore. I mean, I forget that.
It's
I'm like,
fun.
whoa.
It's fun to get ready and dress up.
Yeah, I love what's in my closet.
Mhm.
I always say my challenge is, what great outfit should I put on today? So if you're still in that predicament and you're really you feel complete with struggling with your body and appearance and basically wasting money and really not honoring yourself, then dressing your truth is that next step. It really does make a vast difference. And it's not about fashion. It does involve fashion. Fashion is a part of dressing your truth, but I would say at the heart of it, the real foundation of dressing your truth is living your true self.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just showing you what it looks like when we're not. And a lot of things just feel incongruent. And you can have congruency and a sense of your own beauty every day of your life. We would love to have you join us in living and dressing your truth.